Hey guys, Shep here. Today we're going to do a little bit of a different video than I usually do. Usually I try to tell you guys which degrees make the most money, which have the most job security, what degrees have the biggest job growth according to like government statistics and things like that. I'm trying to look out for your financial future. This video will be more of a just fun video. Doesn't really have much of your future in regard here. This is more of just what do I think are the funnest degrees at WGU. Maybe you are not too concerned with your financial future. Maybe you just want to do the funnest degree possible. Maybe you have something planned for grad school and you don't care what your bachelor's is, something along that. You just want to have fun. Or you're just wondering what courses are the most fun, etc. Now, this list is subjective, right? This is my personal opinion of what's fun, right? So you're going to see some degrees on here that, I normally wouldn't recommend to actually do. But overall, this is my top 10 fun list, and let's get into it. We'll start with number 10, and I think this will be a pretty fun video. So number 10, let's get into it. So number 10 is cloud and network engineering. Now, cloud and network stuff is not really up my alley. It's not like my huge idea of fun, but I think any tech degree is fun. I love adding new tech skills to my belt, basically. When you're in tech, you try to learn everything and anything, right? Yes, it's good to specialize in a couple different things. However, you want to keep adding tools to your tool belt. And cloud is on the uprise, and cloud and network engineering it's a good tool set to have. And if you're a software engineer, odds are you won't probably know too much about networking stuff. You probably took a couple college networking class, but overall, you don't know too much what a network engineer does. So I think these would be pretty fascinating classes to understand network engineering further, which is a great career, and understanding cloud better as well. So overall, I think this would be a really fun degree to do. And a lot of you are interested in this degree right now. I think probably one of the reasons is it's the newest WGU degree. So there's a lot of interest and a lot of hype. As with any new degree at WGU, especially a new tech degree. So a new tech degree always gets massive hype. I would obviously, yes, I recommend this degree, of course, and I hope you guys that are in this degree, I hope you guys finish it, and I hope you're having fun with all the courses. Leave a comment down below if you're in this degree or you plan to do this degree. Number 9 would be marketing. Personally, I've always told you guys I love marketing. I love the psychology behind marketing. If you have a product and you have no marketing, then you have no product. So marketing is very important. It's a good skill. Usually I don't recommend it as a bachelor's degree because, if you can take a different business degree like business management or finance or accounting, and you'll have a few good marketing courses in there. And I think marketing is more it's something you learn outside of college better than in college. Although there are some quality college level marketing classes. Study.com has a really good marketing class. And I think there's other ACE credit platforms with good marketing classes as well. And even the course at WGU, I took the marketing course at WGU a long time ago. It was actually somewhat challenging and I passed it and I learned a lot. But not really enough to help me in the business world. I learned everything what I do marketing wise, on my own and my own psychology. I think to be a good marketer, you have to understand psychology. So a marketing degree would be fun though, just understanding how it all works and, diving into the psychology. I think one of the reasons I find marketing fun is because you can honestly kind of argue this is like a psychology business hybrid degree, right? Because marketing and psychology go hand in hand. So it's like a marketing business hybrid, right? So I love business and I love psychology. So marketing, fun degree. Let's get on to number 8. So number 8 is cybersecurity, which a lot of you would probably think is higher. And I do kind of regret putting this at number 8. I can easily see this in the top 4 for me. The only reason I put it at 8 is because there are a lot of challenging certification courses in this, which are kind of dry and some of the material unnecessary. But there's also super fun courses too, right? The fun cybersecurity courses are on par with any kind of fun courses you can take in any degree, right? So those cyber courses are A+ fun, but then there's the very non-fun ones that are D- level boring, tedious, unnecessary kind of courses as well. So, and that's probably kind of exclusive to WGU. Those courses are, they're pretty, they're pretty rough around the edges, those ones. But overall, cybersecurity is a pretty fun degree anywhere. That's why it's so popular right now. It's fun, right? It's like this new tech degree. You're learning how to defend things. You're learning all this stuff. And I love that kind of stuff. I love analyzing. I honestly think I probably maybe would have enjoyed cybersecurity the most among any tech field if I actually got into it. But overall, like, I don't want to like restart a different, tech discipline, but never say never. But cybersecurity, really fun. And yeah, if you guys are in this degree, leave a comment down below. I have plenty of good cybersecurity resources. And let me know if you're having fun. Let me know if you enjoy defending and security and all that. So leave a comment down below. I'm very much interested in hearing from you about this degree. So number 7 is accounting. And a lot of people view accounting as like the boring major, but I do not. I think accounting is really fun. The only thing I find annoying about accounting is cost accounting. I absolutely loathe cost accounting. But other than that, I love financial accounting, auditing, just overall business law. Like, I love accounting. Accounting's really fun in my opinion. Like, if accounting was like a $200,000 career, like a software engineer level 3, I could have easily seen myself going down the accounting route because I find it pretty enjoyable, right? And there probably are CPAs that make that kind of money. It's just a little tougher and you need a lot of experience. But overall, I find financial accounting really fun. I love tracking it all, balancing your books. To a lot of you that might be boring, but to me it's actually pretty fun. So accounting, number 7. So number 6 is finance, and this is probably my favorite business degree. It might also be like the hardest business degree. So, this could be higher. It's just some of the classes can be really tedious, and sometimes when they're tedious, you're not having as much fun. But overall, I love the world of finance. I love, anything, like any kind of finance class, I really enjoy it. So, and obviously there's some math involved here, which can also be tedious. But overall, finance leads to good careers, and I love this from that perspective. But just having fun, I think finance is the one business degree for sure, where it's just like you're having fun, you're interested in learning, you're interested in the financial markets, and like I said, you're having fun, and it leads to good careers too if you network and make the most of your degree. So for all of you doing finance degrees, I think you're on the right track. I hope you're having fun and you're off to possibly getting a really good career as well. So finance degree, can't go wrong either way. So leave a comment down below if you're in this degree and if you're enjoying it or not. So number 5 is communications. I think this is one of the funnest college degrees you can do. I wouldn't say any of the classes are overly difficult. So you're never like too stressed out during the degree, but overall, like, you're having a ton of fun. Communication classes are really fun. You're learning effective communication. You're also learning stuff like interpersonal communication. You're learning about relationships. You're learning how to communicate in all kinds of ways. And if you're going to an in-person college, a communications degree is even funner because a lot of these courses require, like, basically you're communicating with somebody, like communication projects and all that. Online would be a little different, but I'm sure the courses are still pretty fun. Maybe if this was in person, I'd have this like a couple spots higher, but you don't really get that same communication degree type of projects where it's like you're communicating with other people in a project as you would at WGU. So WGU would be more strictly online. You're not going to communicate with like other students much, etc. But overall, communication courses are something I really enjoy doing. Like if I had to choose like a lot of electives, I would gladly choose communication electives. So let's get on to the next one, which is number 4. So number 4 is computer science, which is my bachelor's degree, my undergrad. Now, why do I have this at number 4 and not number 1? Well, because it's difficult. And if you're kind of pulling your hair out during your degree sometimes, it's not going to be as fun as some other degrees. Now, it's still really fun. Like I said, fun and stress go hand in hand, right? If you're really stressed out during your degree, you're not having as much fun as you would in other degrees. Now, I had a lot of fun in my computer science degree. I love learning about stuff like programming and computer architecture, operating systems. I love these type of courses. AI, most undergrad courses are quite enjoyable. But then you have some other courses which are kind of enjoyable, but also like, oh my God, I'm going crazy type of courses, like discrete math and calculus. Like some people learn calculus easy. I'm not one of those people. I squeaked by calculus. So overall, the math and the computer science degree can kind of lessen the fun, but also it can still be enjoyable too because you're learning how to do something really challenging. And learning something really challenging can be fun in the end. Don't take yourself too seriously. And it could be fun for certain people, but it can also be really stressful. But I love learning computer science. I love learning every single thing there is about computers. Right now, I'm trying to learn about robotics. It's another growing field. We're going to have robots everywhere in the next decade. So, might as well learn about it. And that's a field I would love to work in one day. Probably going to be very competitive, but I would love to work in that field. So computer science, very fun. If you love learning all about computers and electronics and all that kind of stuff, I would highly recommend computer science. Number 3 is psychology. You guys know I love psychology. I find it really fascinating. There's a reason psychology is the number 2 most enrolled major in the country. I believe number 1 is business administration. I believe number 2 is psychology. So it is a very popular major, and I believe it's the number 1 enrolled. I could be wrong here. It could be number 3. Number 1 is business administration, and then 2 and 3 are nursing and psychology. There's a lot of women that major in nursing and psychology, and then business administration is like by far the most popular male major, like by far. So overall, like psychology is just really fun. I find it fascinating. The courses are fun. I love the human brain. I love learning about the human brain. It's the most complex thing in the universe as far as we know. I'm sure there's something more complex out there somewhere. Space is endless. But as far as we've discovered, the human brain is just the most fascinating thing that there is, right? Like, even if you put tons and tons and tons of supercomputers together, you still cannot have as much power as the human brain, or as much storage as the human brain. Like, it's crazy. The human brain is insane. So it's if we ever replicated like the human brain, like the consciousness of it in AI, that would be nuts. We don't even know if it's possible, right? I like to think outside the box and think anything's possible, but you never know. But yeah, the human brain is fascinating. I love psychology. I love learning why people do things. I love learning, how to talk to people and all that kind of stuff. So psychology, very fun. Number 3 on this list, and it could easily be number 1. So let's get on to the next one, which is number 2. So number 2 is software engineering, and I love software engineering. You get to build things, learn how everything works, the ins and outs, front end, back end, web, mobile. This course will teach you Java. Not this course, but like this major overall, it will teach you Java, C++, all kinds of stuff, and things you really need on the job. But it's fun to learn how to build things. It's very fun to learn how to build things, especially software. So if you guys want to learn how to build software, then a software engineering degree will teach you how to do that, and it comes with good salaries. So, and it's fun. The thing is, even though this is at number 2 with fun, it's also a pretty challenging major. So there will be times in certain courses where you're like, oh, this is not fun. This is terrible, and I hate my life. Right? You'll definitely experience that at least a few times, at least a few different courses. But it's overall pretty fun. If you love building things, if you love code, even if you don't love code that much, and you just love building things, you still might find it somewhat fun. But yeah, software engineering, great degree, both from a financial perspective, career perspective, and a fun perspective. So highly recommended degree. So number one is user experience. Now, obviously I've never taken this degree, but I love user experience. I love UI, UX design. I'm kind of a UI, UX design kind of guy where I'm just like very strict in the way things look, right? Like I want it to be perfect. I want it to, like I have a certain way things need to look, like for my mobile apps and for my website, etc. Like it has to be, any tiny little thing has to be right, like kind of a perfectionist in a way, right? And I find it fun, right? Like I like delivering a user experience for you guys, right? I like delivering a good UI, UX design for you guys. Not just for you guys, but for myself too. Like I want to look at it and be like, okay, that's good. I like what I built. It looks nice. It looks elegant, etc. Right? So I think user interfaces are very important, and I have fun doing them. Right? Wireframes I love doing. Flow charts. Just a lot of different things. Like I really love putting all that together. And UI, UX, human-computer interaction is another name for this degree, human-computer interaction. And it's a great degree. If you want to do the computer science masters at WGU, they have a human-computer interaction specialization, which will give you a few user experience type courses. So overall, great degree. You'll have fun. If you love front end, if you love designing UI, UX, if you love designing interfaces, right? You love that part of engineering, because I really do believe this is a engineering like degree. It's listed under the business section, but it's basically kind of an engineering degree. The thing is, this is like engineering, business, and psychology, like all three blended into one. And the reason I love user experience is because it's like a tech psychology hybrid, right? To be good at user experience, you have to understand psychology. You have to understand what people view as good, like what is pleasing to their eyes, right? Like, I mean, not everybody is the same, right? Like I love dark themed. I hate when I hate when mobile apps look too bright, or websites. Like I keep everything on dark mode. Now you can't be like too dark sometimes, but I much prefer dark mode on literally everything. There are some apps that look good on light mode for sure, but for the most part, I think 90% of them I prefer like dark themed. But yeah, user experience, something I really enjoy. So that'll be the video for today, guys. If any of you are interested in getting a WGU degree fast in 12 months or less, I teach you how to do this on my website, majormash.com. You do this by transferring a bunch of ACE credits from places like study.com, which you can get 10% off in the link below. 10% off study.com, limited time only if you want to do that. So yeah, I've helped enroll over 6,500 people into college, and I would like that to keep growing. I view WGU as a really good school. I have no formal partnership with them. I do this because I believe in their mission, and I think it's a quality education, and you can get a degree fast, because not all of you want to spend 4 years and $50,000 trying to get a degree and change your life. You want to change your life in like 18 months for like less than 10,000, right? Yeah, so let's do that. So I wish you guys the best of luck. If you like this video, like, subscribe, and comment down below. That would mean the world to me, and it would really help out the video. So thank you all. This is Alex signing out.